What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 37 of the Good Kraken Death Ratio Show. I am your host today, Devin Stanford, aka Brevin the Dude, and I am joined by two gentlemen today. Not only are they gentlemen, they are the gently men of all time. Yeah, they're gently men. Not just gentlemen, gently men. By my partner in crime on this ratio of death, Garrick Bartholomew Eaton. What's up? I just unmuted you.
I was muted.
Well, I mean, in Wavelength was muting.
Oh,
you guys.
I was gonna be
Yeah.
like, I don't think I was muted.
Yeah.
But what's going on, man?
Dude, not much, I actually they trusted me at work today to train a new employee, and I was like, "Oh,
That's
crazy."
nice. Considering,
Yeah.
are you the newest guy at your work, or
Second
new, or just
newest.
newer? That's still. I would still say that's a fairly decent
Like in
compliment.
my department, yes, I've only been with the company for 5 months as of today, actually, by the way. So it's my 5 month anniversary.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I actually like my new coworker, so got along. Um,
Also, always a plus. I have a new coworker this year that I am like immediately I've had like contention with them since like the moment they came into the building, and they push back on like all of the things that I say all of the time. And the only difference between them and me is a piece of paper.
mm, that's irritating. That's irritating.
It's really irritating because I have a decade of practical experience under my belt that everybody else takes as like philosophy and law. And this
Mm,
person is just like, no, I have the piece of paper and you don't have the piece of paper, so I know more than you. And I'm like, I've literally been doing this for so fucking long.
yeah, yeah. That's annoying. I hate things like that because like at my workplace, like a lot of people have gone to college. I haven't as well. Like, and it was the same way
Mm-hmm.
even when I was working for Progressive. Like everybody would be talking, they'd be like, "Oh, blah blah blah, college this, college that. Where'd you go?" And I'd just be like, "I didn't." And they'd look at me, they're like, "Really? You work here and you didn't?"
You're
I'm
like,
like, "Yeah,
yeah.
no, I just have the skills. I'm sorry."
Yeah, like there are other ways to be successful in the
Mhm,
in the
mhm.
workforce.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I happen to be
And
really good at what I do. God damn it! I didn't go to work
yeah,
today, actually, oddly enough, and this particular person is on
mhm,
vacation right now, so thank God.
yeah,
But dude, I've actually been feeling a little poopy
yeah,
lately.
yeah,
My ADHD has been brutal lately. Like it has been really, really bad. And I've had a really hard time with life because of
yeah.
it. It's yeah,
That sucks.
it's been awful, dude. Been making like decision making really hard and getting
Mhm,
anything practical done really hard.
Mhm.
Uh, like, dude, my anxiety's been up so much. I literally have like I've developed like a fucking twitch in my left arm that I can't seem to get rid
Damn.
of.
dude.
It's driving
You
me
know what happens
crazy,
to
dude.
me
It's driving
when
me
my
fucking crazy. It's like right here. It's like right here in my forearm. It just like it fucking spasms.
for me when my anxiety like ramps up and everything, my left eye twitches, my
See,
eyelid
I get
twitches.
that if I play like a fuck ton of video games and like do like a ton of screen time. But like normally when like I end up just like my regular run of the mill, like the anxiety that I'm used to, it just kind of sits like right here in my chest. I have
Mm,
like a
Hmm.
spot. It's like right there,
I
literally
feel
right
that.
there. Like I can feel it. Like there's like a spot where that's where my anxiety sits. Is like right fucking there, like right underneath my
Hmm.
sternum. But dude, it's been different this time. And so like, dude, I like woke up this morning and I didn't even get out of bed this morning until 10:30. Like I just kind of laid in bed and rotted because like I couldn't like will my body to get up, dude. It was
Mm.
awful.
Sometimes it just be like that, and like I don't mean that as like, whatever way.
Mhm.
It's just like I can relate with that. And sometimes
Yeah, it's
you just
been,
gotta.
dude. Normally it's my like depresso that like, because like if you have anxiety and ADHD, like depression kind of just ends up coming along with it. You get the 2-for-1 deal, and they give you the third disability for free. And so like, but
Mhm.
normally it's just my anxiety or just my depression that's like kicking my butt. But my ADHD has actually been so fucking bad lately, and I literally have no explanation for it. Like, it's not something that I typically describe as getting like better or worse. It's just like I have it, but like
Mhm.
it feels genuinely worse recently, and I have no
Mhm.
idea why.
You want to talk about anxiety? I had to take a random drug test yesterday, and I don't even smoke or do anything, and I
I was like,
still
don't you
had
didn't you
anxiety.
quit?
Yeah, I still had
Yeah, dude.
anxiety
It's
for taking it.
like that post trauma that like I'm gonna get in trouble. Like I did something wrong, and that's why this is
Yeah,
happening to me.
yeah,
Human brains
yeah,
are conditioned to be dumb. But aside from that, like
yeah.
I'm doing all right. I'm getting by. But like I've been playing a lot of New World. I made my day successful because I finally went and picked up the missing paint that
Hmm.
I went to, and they're like, you went and picked up paint instead of going to work. Fuck yeah, I did, because it's what I was able to do today. Fuck you. So that's what I did. Like, so I'm counting that as successful. Y'all don't know what that shit's like. Like literally being able to
Hmm.
leave the house is sometimes a win. Um,
Mm.
Hmm.
and so went and did that, and like I ate today, which is which is another victory.
Hey, that's always a victory.
Because normally I forget to eat in the middle of the day, and I don't like eat until very very late at night. But I digress. It's just been a weird week, and it's only
Mm,
Tuesday.
it's only Tuesday. That's right. It's my hump day
Tuesday.
today. Today is my Wednesday, so I still have 2 more days of work. But I think I'm working this Friday. I think. I think I am. Maybe not.
Mhm.
I don't think I am. I think I have this Friday off. I don't know. We'll see. Um, but we're also joined by the boy that lived.
We are.
Yes,
He
sir.
left us for a while and he's back. And that is
Came back.
Commando Sinfix.
Yes, sir. Got the headband and everything.
Esco
Yes,
welcomes
Is
you
that
sir.
back.
normally part of your gym fit?
Huh? No,
Is
this I
it?
bought this for my Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
all right, that's fair.
yeah,
Are you doing
I'm
face
wearing
paint
it.
too? Are you doing the face paint?
I want to, but like I'm not. I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure if I
Dude, you
really want
gotta
to do
commit,
face
dude.
paint.
If you're gonna do it, he always has face paint and
Hmm.
Snake Eater.
You should do it. You should do it.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, but it's like this like triangle pattern that he has. I don't understand how to replicate that. I don't know why.
I mean, no, there's many different patterns he has,
Yeah, there is.
actually.
Yeah,
So you could just put some on there and just fucking smudge it, you know?
yeah,
Just
I
make
could.
it,
I
yeah.
As
could.
long as you have like the outfit right, you're probably
My
good.
cam is shaking a lot because I keep hitting my desk, Esco. I'm having an earthquake. No, I'm not. It's me hitting my desk.
No, I'm not. Oh
Oh.
shit! I actually totally just moved my camera too. God damn it!
Stop hiding. I don't even smoke weed. That was the whole conversation we just had.
I was like, yeah, did you just miss that? He doesn't even do that anymore.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
doesn't
the
even
dad.
smoke anymore.
That
There you
was,
go.
yeah, I hated
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. You hate a lot of things, but
I do.
you know what I don't hate? Is this
What's that?
show, because today we're talking about braving the new world, partners and showcases, and much, much more. Not really, because this is Good Kraken's Death
All right.
Ratio, and we're slashing through the podcast space to be your source for all the nerdy video game news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear live in each and every Tuesday at 7 p.m. West Coast, Best Coast time. If you want to get ahead of the curve, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcast and video services wherever you like to watch or listen. But if you spent all your credits at another shop, that is totally fine. You can watch us record the show live right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. If you have Amazon Prime, tell them, DJ.
Prime Gaming.
That's right. You also have Twitch Prime, and we would love for you to give that to us to help us level up our game. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel. clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Death Ratio and leaving a review there. You know, I just got hit with how stuffy I got all of a sudden right now. Not fun.
Skill issue.
It is. It's an immunity skill issue.
Your
Speaking
blood
of skill
mechanism.
issues, we got some critical hits. All you listens out there, watch all our other shows and episodes. They're there. You can find them on the tubes, on the podcast. Listen, watch, do it. Do it now. Do it.
Well, maybe not now, but
Do it. do it.
later after you're done with this one.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but do it. Like, I would do the Emperor
it.
Palpatine. Yeah.
Do it. Embrace
Do
the
it.
good Kraken. Embrace the Kraken.
Embrace
The dark side.
Kraken.
Yeah. Guys, we are doing something for Splash Damage this Wednesday. We just don't know what yet.
Yeah, we were doing Mad Streets, but maybe not doing Mad Streets anymore, but maybe still doing Mad Streets, but we're not really sure. Probably
Because
not
I
Mad
know
Streets.
all of us wouldn't hate doing Space Marine. I also know all of us
Mhm.
wouldn't hate doing Helldivers. And I know there's other games that we all wouldn't hate
Well,
as
both
well.
of those games have like got updated. Well, I mean, okay, Space Marine 2 got like kind of a bad. They got like a good and a bad update, like good content and bad balance changes. So maybe would wait until that balance change that fixes that, which they've already acknowledged, comes out at some point this week, but it hasn't come out yet. So if it comes out tomorrow, cool. If not, Helldivers got another massive update, and like they basically touched everything that they didn't touch before, and you
Yeah.
can like recall drones and shit now, along with a bunch of other things.
Yeah, most importantly, we are playing video games tomorrow for you
Yeah,
guys.
we'll,
to
we'll,
watch.
we'll be playing. So we'll be playing something.
We're gaming video.
The
Yeah.
schedule just might be a touch of a lie.
And there's going to be a combination of either 2 to 4 of us. Just kind of depends on what happens tomorrow. But
Yeah.
we're playing video games.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
join us this Friday as we will be doing a review of Venom: The Last Dance on 20,000 Films. That will be at 7 p.m. West Coast, Best Coast time right here. We will tell you how bad the movie is or if there's anything actually enjoyable, because Let There Be Garbage sucked.
Dude, the creator of Null said that he liked it, so that made me hopeful.
How much did he get paid to say that?
I don't know. Probably nothing, I'd hope.
Yeah. Episode 141 of the Shipwreck Show is now available wherever you like to watch or listen to your podcast enjoyment services things. Yeah. Watch it. It's about DJ's trip. He just got back from going to Southeast Asia.
Yeah, it was like a full rundown of like 3
Yeah.
different countries. There was a lot to go over.
We had a whole presentation.
Highly recommend watching this one on YouTube, guys. There's like a lot of really cool photos that DJ took that you guys want to see of his travels. So
Yeah, he did a full-on PowerPoint. Kind of. With
basically,
Kind of.
but it was,
Burnell-
yeah, but it, like honestly, it
That was
very-
the
it was a-
original plan, but then I got lazy, so just did a Google Drive.
Hey,
you're
it
gonna make
worked
a
out.
PowerPoint.
It worked out.
Yeah.
Damn.
If
That
I had
would've
like
been really...
another week to prepare, I probably would have had everything
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. I give you a B minus only because
Oh,
the
thanks.
PowerPoint wasn't completed, but it was still a good presentation.
Yeah. See, look,
Yeah.
man, B's get degrees.
Hey, D's get degrees. You know what I'm saying?
Not anymore.
D's
No, they don't.
nuts.
Upgraded to C.
C's get degrees now.
Oh, did they
Yeah.
upgrade it? They upgrade it recently?
Yeah, dude. You need to pass with a 2.5 GPA. That's a C. You got to do a C.
Yeah. Okay. It's a good thing I'm not going back to college.
Yeah. Thank God, dude. Oh my God, dude. I still wake up and like I have like a few minutes every time I wake up that I think I have an assignment due.
Fuck, I missed a class today.
Dude,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Wake up!
Oh. Wake up.
Yep.
Yeah, those are, that's
Anytime I
exactly
hear
the
that-
lyrics of that song too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanted to.
Yeah.
That's the lyrics every single time, right? Side note, watched some interviews with Serge recently, like on last meals and stuff like that. He just seems like the nicest, down to earth person ever.
Yeah,
Like,
he does not articulate himself the same way you would expect him to as a man who writes about the kind of things he does.
yeah, but yeah, good band, good guy, good guys.
Mhm.
Wow, my camera really is shaking a lot. It's time to get a new mount. Sorry, I need to breathe, and the tea is helping. Garrick, can you tell the people what we have next up here?
Yeah. We are getting ready to move it right along into our next segment here. We're pausing the screen because we've done some of this before and we want to skip around. So we're going straight to the chapter select.
Chapter select. Ding, 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 ding. Bring.
All right, we need some splash screens, dude.
We do. I like how we all have the
Dude.
exact same idea for what that one needs to
Yeah,
look
like
though.
Yeah.
it's like a retro, like boom,
It's
boom,
got to be
boom.
like Super Nintendo style.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need like little like 8-bit versions of all of us. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Oh, that'd be
that would
sick.
be
And it like whoever's on review.
That's a money
Oh.
idea, right? You hit
Oh,
some.
that's
Somebody write that down.
Somebody write that
down.
or no, please, or no.
Wait,
We
I
gotta
got
have,
it.
we gotta
I'll
have
write it
8-bit.
down.
We gotta have 8-bit sprites for like represented for everybody, and then we can yeah.
So do we change it to chapter select into character select? I think that would make a lot of sense.
No. It'd still be chapter select.
It just felt
Uh-huh.
like we could have everybody's little pixel guy, and they can all just can rotate out
little
depending
pixel,
on
little
who's
guy
on.
guy,
Yeah.
you know, little
I mean,
guys.
that'd be so sick.
Some little guys.
Some little fellas.
And
But yeah, we're on chapter select. That's what we're doing now.
so in this segment, this is where we talk about our first impressions and individual reviews of games that we've recently been playing. And Garrick actually has a game that he's been playing that just got released to PS5 recently, and he spent about a whole day's worth of time in at this point.
Yeah, about 20, 24 hours,
Yeah,
give or take.
yeah. And
In game for sure.
Garrick, if you could tell the people what game you've been playing and what your thoughts are about it.
Absolutely. I have been playing the re-release / update release / crossplay / whatever the fuck Amazon wants to label this as. New World Aeternum is what it's been officially dubbed, though. Whatever, despite whatever this officially is labeled as, but ultimately it is an update to the pre-existing game, while also releasing it to current gen platforms, while also enabling crossplay. And the update comes with quite a few quality of life changes plus some content as well. So for those of you who do not remember, back in 2021, New World officially launched as Amazon Games' first ever MMORPG, and it had a very, very successful launch. Like hundreds of thousands of players were playing on Steam alone, and it had a very, very successful launch. Devin.
Hundreds and maybe thousands of GPUs were also melted.
Yes, it did. It had despite its successful launch, it had some it had some pretty severe optimization problems. But it was only breaking one it was only breaking one kind of CPU, and it was specifically the 4070.
No. This was it was the 3070 because the 40 series wasn't out yet.
Wasn't out yet, but okay, it was the 3070 Ti specifically that was getting nuked.
The Ti wasn't out yet either. It was just the 3070. I remember because I have it, and I was like, I'm not playing this game because I'm not risking that to my GPU.
I'm pretty sure the Ti was out in 2021.
No, it came out at the later part of the year, but not when the game came out, because that the Supers and the TIs came out around the same time.
Oh, okay. So the year
Yeah.
might be right, but just the wrong month, because I'm pretty sure they came out that year. But regardless of its performance issues, it was still a successful launch. But honestly, the GPUs being, I'm pretty sure it was a very small number of GPUs that got widely talked about. But it did happen nonetheless, which was concerning for the game. But after the game's launch, a lot of players did not end up sticking around due to like a lack of endgame content and this, that, and the other things. And it's just the nature of MMOs, right? Like as long as you're not doing expansions and content packs, players ultimately fizzle out and kind of transition themselves over to another MMO. That's kind of the life cycle of playing MMOs. If you're not staying relevant, there's no reason for people to play. So they've had several updates and quality of life changes. Aeternum not even actually being the biggest among them, that they have added to the game since its original launch in 2021. And they've added things like dungeons, and they've end game content. They have evolved the war PvP by introducing influence races. They've added plenty of quality of life changes by being able to access your storage sheds, like across multiple cities, and pull from those without having to travel all over the fucking place, which was kind of a big thing in like the early launch. Mounts are finally a thing in the game, not new to Aeternum, but also another quality of life update. And so it's got a lot. I'm just kind of providing some history here because it has this game has gone through a plethora of changes in the last 3 years, while still doing a really good job of maintaining its core identity as what it wants to be as an MMO, I feel like. And New World Aeternum is bringing in a fresh player base on console. I am playing on my PlayStation 5, and I'm having a really, really, really awesome time. This is exactly what I wanted the game to be. It's running beautifully on the console. The only like performance issues I really have any hiccups with are just in major cities, but I'm not bummed or disappointed by that. That's very par for the course when you're playing high density player MMORPGs. Cities tend to lag unless you have like the best rig out there. It's right, like it happens in Final Fantasy 14, it happens in Elder Scrolls Online, it happens in World of Warcraft. In major cities where players are gathered, it's just more bandwidth. And like you see a small performance drop, but everything still runs really, really well. The game is beautiful. And let's get into what Aeternum offers differently. So, aside from it now being a console release, it has also added in a fully dedicated PvP zone, which it exists in the map now. Which means like if you are in this zone, you are PvP flagged, regardless of your personal PvP flag choice or whether or not you are participating in a war or influence race or a conflict over a fort. So it does have dedicated PvP in the world now. That like if you want to go do just PvP only, they have a zone for that. They've also introduced a new 10-player raid, which this game has never had in terms of endgame content before. So now this game is finally getting some true MMORPG content with their first 10-man raid. I'm hoping we see more from that in the future. I am not too level cap yet, so I haven't gotten to experience that. This game's pretty vast. And this is really my first time working through the MMO RPG, so I'm very much pacing myself and enjoying my time as I'm romping through. One thing that I am really loving about New World Aeternum that I love just in any RPG that is player freedom, and it gives me player freedom in such a way that not only can I do what I want, but I'm rewarded for whatever I choose to do. And it's something that I feel like is sorely lacking in a lot of MMORPGs. World of Warcraft, you're probably going to hear me reference more than once just because like that's my other main MMORPG that I play. Aside from that, is like, if you want to go level up your mining, you're just leveling up mining. Like it's not affecting your players' level growth or stats in any other way, shape, or form. Whereas in New World, you are able to like you can basically not touch a quest line at all, and just go chop trees, mine ore, fish, and gather herbs and theoretically get from level 1 to level 65 and never have touched the main quest line. All by making yourself just a trader, right? Or being an armor smith or anything like that. Like, so it does have, you may have to like at some point switch to being able to do all the other trades to get to max level, but you can focus on just tradesmanship and still reach endgame without ever technically having to fight a mob, other than to maybe defend yourself from wherever you're farming. And I really like that in an MMORPG, but it does now have a much more finely crafted story, which it didn't have before. The campaign is much more intact. The new player experience is a lot more guided and on rails because of it, and this is in a really good way, because normally New World just kind of left you to fend for yourself, and like you had a few quest lines to just kind of get you to the next region, but there was lore, but the story didn't feel super good. Now the game is fully voice acted, which it was not before. We've got a lot more cutscenes in between story bits that are giving, to add flavor and immersion to the world. And on top of that, with the new player experiencing being refined, we now have class archetypes that allow you to pick what sort of weapon combinations, armor set, and skill proficiencies you start the game with. This does not mean you are stuck with those in any sense of the word. You can literally choose Musketeer just because you want the bonus to armor and gatherer, and then get new weapons as soon as you log in, because you're going to want to do armor and gatherer and have that 50 bonus from the moment you log in. So you get to kind of pick and choose how you want to start the game off before you really get your adventure going. And I appreciated that, because before you were basically left to just find a quest line, or basically save up enough materials to go craft that new weapon of the new type you want, have enough gold to buy it from the trading post, or or get it randomly from a drop or a quest line down the road. So you were very limited on what you got to start with, and this has opened up player variety from the start of the game a lot better now. And it's been really, really satisfying to play at launch, knowing that I got to pick the weapons that I wanted from the get-go. I've made some changes and dabbled with plenty of other weapons in my 20 hours on, and I've ultimately settled on keeping my musket, but getting rid of the hatchets that I was leveling up in favor of a spear, because it scales better with my dexterity build that I plan on going with. But I haven't really been doing endgame content, so I'm not wearing light armor. I'm fucking wearing heavy armor right now. Why? Because I fucking can. Because there's no restrictions on anything, and I just want to be a tanky boy that's not having to worry about drinking a potion every time I fight a mob. And so it's just very nice that I am able to approach the game exactly how I want to approach the game. I am always feeling successful. No, I have not struggled with any of the quest lines, as long as I am doing everything. Leveling feels really nice, because you're rewarded for every time you kill a mob, every time you gather a node, every time you complete a quest, every time you explore a new region. And this is a really great MMORPG, guys. Like, it really is. I'm very, very happy that I'm finally getting to actually play this to its fullest experience, because when I got to play it in 2021, my PC couldn't handle it, and I had to bow out a very, very few hours in, just being like, hey, my rig's not optimized to run this game, and I ended up just refunding it. Fast forward 3 years, I'm finally getting to basically give it this a second chance at a first try, and it has not disappointed me at all. I love Age of Discovery based MMORPGs, or any RPG like that. I loved the game Greedfall that released a few years back. I don't know if you guys ever remembered that game.
I never played it, but I saw it available to play on Game Pass, and I kind of was
I fucking love
it.
Greedfall. It's actually getting a sequel even. It's a super solid game. Not groundbreaking, but like it's a good 7.75,
Yeah.
sort of game. Like especially with it being a few years old, you can probably pick it up on the cheap. But like this being like an MMO RPG of that is, oh, it's so good. It's got like the Aeternum as an island to explore, has vast zones. It's incredibly beautiful. I love the graphics in this game. I love the way, like, the armor designs, and like it's got like a very European, Spanish, like armor influence in a lot of it, and I really really dig it. Um, and the game's new story and lore is centered around this island basically being a place where heroes can't die, but also like some of these heroes have lived for so long and that they've become corrupt, and they're now skeletons called the Lost. And so you're one of the new heroes that basically has the ability to be reborn upon death, and you're trying to cure the corruption that has created these false undead that should have had the similar abilities to you, but instead fell to like a corrupted malevolence. Um, Also, while having like this very Arthurian mythos kind of woven into its story. It's very European in its origins. Like you literally, like, the game starts in 1609 in Amsterdam. So like it has roots in reality while also being fantastical and like very very much its own thing. I really really like this fucking game. I cannot wait to play more of it. I like the faction options. I'm dog shit at PvP, guys. I don't play PvP, but PvP feels important to this game and integral in a not forced and crappy way where, like, if you don't play it, you're not, like, you're missing out on stuff for sure. But like you can do it and like still have a good experience ignoring the PvP. But like the way that the three factions interact with each other, and like the fact that you are literally fighting over entire zones, right? Control of the forts, who's governing these cities, and depending on what faction and what guild even has, or company in this game has control of those cities, you guys have bonuses, or you're paying extra in fucking taxes. Like literally, I just bought like my first player house in game in a city called Oxborough, and it's currently owned by a guild under the faction that I work for called the Syndicate. Right, and so I get like a reduced. I have like cheaper property taxes when I'm using the crafting or the trading post. I've got like reduced fees, and I get like higher standing when I'm doing quests out in this zone because it's governed by the faction that I work with. Now there's like scheduled conflicts and wars and influence races, so the influence on the map is constantly fluctuating, and you can participate in that PvP like just by going to the conflict menu and just looking basically at this long list of scheduled events that you can go participate in all day long. And it's fucking amazing. I really like. I love how complete this game feels, especially now knowing I've got like a 10-player raid to look forward to at the end of the content.
That sounds
Like,
rad.
and dude, and just like player freedom, it's just been it's really really enthralling. And like you can pick whatever syndicate, like, or whatever faction you want. Like they all have similar quest lines. Basically picking a faction just kind of determines like your flavor that you want to go put your headcanon, your role play, and making sure you're able to play with your friends. But this is a very complete MMORPG experience. It is, and praise the Lord, it doesn't have a fucking subscription. This game does not have a subscription. It does have like a battle pass that you can buy like most other games these days, but you're not obligated to pay attention to that shit at all. You can literally just pay the $60 and play this game whenever you want. You do not have to pay the standard $15 a month that many other MMORPGs of this caliber are going to ask you to pay. Nor does it do what Elder Scrolls Online does, where it has like, you don't have to have a subscription, but the subscription is so good that you feel like you're missing out if you don't have it. When you're not playing that game casually. So like that's a big selling point for me, because I don't want to have to pay for MMORPG subscriptions anymore. I like just being able to play the game, and then if I like the cosmetics in a battle pass enough, I can just get it if I want to. But I haven't even looked. I literally legitimately haven't even opened the season pass tab in this game in the 20 hours that I played, not one time. I have not even thinking about it. Don't care at all. It's not even registered to me. Like they just started the Halloween event, right? Because MMORPGs do fucking seasonal events. I love that shit. It's so I'm gonna be engaging in that. And this has been just an overall overwhelmingly positive experience for me on the MMORPG front, and I've done it pretty much entirely solo up to this point, which has been also awesome. As much as I'd love to have other people to play with, it's nice knowing I'm not beholden to forming a group to be able to fully experience an MMORPG until Endgame. It's been really really nice.
Very nice. Yeah, dude, I've been thinking about it and toying with the idea of playing it. Um, I've just like we talked about with Throne and Liberty, I gave up on MMOs a little while ago because I've played so many in my life, and I just don't feel like they respect my time, if that's anything, you know?
That's why I like New World. Is every time I've
Mhm.
logged in, dude, I've gotten a level. Right?
Yeah.
Like even just in like the time that we were sitting here setting up stuff for the podcast, I got from level 22 to level 24. And all I did was like a couple of side quests and talk to a few people. And right? And like yesterday when waiting for the podcast, I got another level and literally all I did was chop fucking trees for 30 minutes, right? I just happened to be close enough to my level. So but I got something done. I raised my skill level like 25 levels in that half hour, right? And then but like I feel like my time's really respected in this particular MMORPG. Obviously, like this is probably one of those games that like if you do put a ton out of it into it, you'll probably get a ton out of it. But like I feel like this is a very good casual MMORPG because like everything is in a constant state of flux anyways with the way that like the factions are holding or not holding particular cities or territories that you're not, and you don't have to be a part of a company to participate in those wars. You just have to be beholden to a faction. And so like you can completely go like log in, get your PvP on for a half an hour when you know there's a war coming up and be like, all right, cool, I'm done with New World for the day, and just be done. And you probably got like at least a half of an experience bar or a full experience bar in like that in that hour, half hour to an hour that you played. You can get to level 65 and fuck if you pushed like to if you leveled with purpose, you could do it very fast in this game.
Okay. Okay. And the combat is it an action combat?
Oh, yes. I'm so glad that you brought that up, Devin. This is not a tab target MMORPG. So tab targeting is a la World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy 14. You lock onto your target, you have a rotation of keys, you click those keys in a specific order when they're on cooldown to do the maximum amount of shooty, stabby, pew pew until the thing dies. It is action combat and it is third person. You've got ranged and melee weapon. There is a lock on feature that you can use in melee and range, but you also do have like a third person over the shoulder aim down sight for your musket, your staffs, your gauntlet, your void gauntlets, and your blunderbusses and the like. I find the combat very very engaging. It's got like your light, heavy, medium like dodge roll. Like light is a dodge roll, medium is a hop, and I think heavy is just like a forward dash or like a movemental dash sort of thing. So but you can literally like they have and all the other various armors, like they have bonuses depending on what you're wearing, but you're free to change those things literally just whenever you want, just because you're tired of them, right? You're like, I don't feel like using a hatchet anymore, so I'm just going to switch to a different weapon, right? And you could literally find your favorite weapons at launch and literally just level those two weapons to max and never touch another skill tree the entire fucking game. Or you can literally level every single weapon up all the way to maximum if you want to, just because you can. Like there's nothing that says you can't do that. This game literally lets you play however the fuck you want to play it.
Okay. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Um now if you were to say like what would your ongoing rating be for this game right now?
With how much I've been yearning to play, even as a solo player, and what the game has been offering with every time I've been sitting down, whether it's been a longer session or a shorter session. A $60 price point, while I do like acknowledge that it is more expensive than what New World used to cost, which was $40. I do feel like with there not being a subscription service, with everything this game currently has on offer, from player freedom to it being a very, very valid like life sim MMORPG. You could be a fucking musician for crap's sake. Like, and literally all you do is stand in a town square and play a guitar. Like, you could be a fisherman, a logger, an armor smith, right? Or you could just be an adventurer and go explore ruins all day, every day until until you're blue in the face. For what this game offers as an MMORPG, this is an absolutely it's a play it now for me. I think for $60,
Wow.
yeah, I really is at a $60 price point with all of the changes that they've made over the last 3 years. This is a super solid MMORPG for the veteran, for the casual player, and I'm just happy that we have another worthy, genuinely good MMORPG on offer on console that is not Elder Scrolls Online, right? And as much as I love games like Fallout 76, which are very much like MMORPG light games, right? Or games like Black Desert, like they're very hard to say that they're objectively good because Black Desert is pay to fucking win, and Fallout 76 was hated at launch, right? So it's hard to advocate for those being truly good games. But aside from Elder Scrolls Online and Final Fantasy 14, which is better played on the PC than it is on the console, anyways, by far and away, like this is such a good console game. Like, I cannot stress it enough. Like, MMORPGs on consoles, like we need more of them. There's an audience for good MMORPGs on consoles. I swear to God, we're out there. I'm one of them. This is me advocating for more of this. New World shows me that consoles can play next gen MMOs and look and be great experiences.
Hell yeah.
Sounds like
dude.
you're ready for Dune Awakening.
You're slowly convincing me and re-downloading it, dude.
Dune
Dude,
Awakening is going to be my next big survival MMO.
Oh, I
that
think
I'm
we're all
looking
going to be on
forward
that, like
to.
for sure.
Yeah.
I think all of
for
us
sure,
will be
for sure.
trying
But
to
yeah,
do
this is a play it now for me for sure. Even at $60, I have felt it. I'm 20 some odd hours in right now, and I feel I've enjoyed every time I've logged in.
I'm interested. But I don't know if I'm ready to jump in at that price point.
That's fair. That's fair.
No. Yeah. But yeah. Well, there you have it. New World Aeternum. Garrick says it's
Aeternum.
play it now. Aeternum. Aeternum. Words are made up.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. We're gonna move into our game releases for the week. Brought to you by GameSpot. So, starting yesterday on the 21st, we had Railroad Corporation 2 on PC, Speedolama on PC and consoles. Thank God they just said consoles. Then we had Worshippers of Cthulhu on PC. Wonder what that is. We also and now we're moving into October 22nd. We had Claws and Chaos, Fantasy Friends, Dream Worlds on PS5, PS4, Switch, PC. Then we had Forest Hills The Last Year on PC, Kong Survivor Instinct on PS5, Xbox Series XS, and PC, and The Art Collector on PC. October 23rd, we had Rivals of Aether 2 on PC, Zero Sievert on PC, and now we're moving on to October 24th. We have Band Space on Quest and PC VR. And then we had Blood on the Thames on PC. Date Everything sounds like a game for DJ on PS5, Xbox
Okay,
Series
dude.
XS, Switch,
All
and
right.
PC.
All right, dude.
And then we have Flint Treasure of Oblivion on PS5, Xbox Series XS, and PC. And Prim, that also came out on PC, with Puppet House on PS5, Xbox Series XS, and PC. And then we have Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven is that a boys crossover? On PS5, PS4, um, Switch, and PC. And then Shin-Chan, Shiro and the Coal Town on Switch and PC. You guys remember that anime?
Wait, what
Shin-Chan?
anime?
Shin-Chan? Do you remember?
Vaguely.
There's a freaking new video game coming out of it.
That's maybe there's an audience, dude.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that
Interesting.
show in like 15 years. And then also on the 24th, we have World of Kung Fu, Dragon and Eagle on Switch and PC. And yeah, we still got a lot more to go on. On October 25th, we have Barbie Project Friendship on consoles and PC. Ernell's new favorite game. Then we also have Black Ops 6. That's right, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 releasing on PS5, PC, PS4, and Xbox Series XS. And it's also coming out on Xbox One and the Switch. That's interesting. I did not know that was coming on the Switch. Also on the 25th, we have Tower of Madness on PC. Wise X Nordics on PS5, PS4, Switch, and PC. And then yeah, that is it for the week. Lots of
The
games.
games for the week.
Lots of games. We are going to move into our next segment where we are now entering the end game. That's right. This is the final game of this episode, as it is now ending within 30 minutes. But that means you're still going to be here for like 45 minutes, you listens out there. That's right. Listens. Well, today we are doing our full rundown of the Xbox Partner Preview. That's right.
Yes,
This is
sir.
going to be coming from Zachary Bodie at Windows Central. So we have a lot to talk about. This last Thursday, I believe, we had the Xbox Partner Preview, where we had a ton of new announcements. Starting with, we have a terrifying and gruesome trailer for The Lake House, which is an Alan Wake DLC expansion. This is for Alan Wake 2. The DLC is set to be the darkest and scariest setting yet for the Alan Wake franchise. So a lot of horror fans are unsurprisingly excited for it. The new trailer showcases some gameplay footage and confirms the previously leaked release date. Alan Wake 2's The Lake House releases exclusively to Alan Wake 2 Deluxe Edition owners on October 22nd, which is today, as of this recording,
damn.
for Xbox, Windows PC, and PlayStation. This expansion takes place alongside the main Alan Wake 2 campaign and directly connects it, but it also offers yet another connection to Remedy Entertainment's Control universe. So this is a direct connection to the Control video
I need
game.
to finish that
as
game.
well.
Alan Wake fans are
So-
eating.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
they
need to,
are.
this
Eating
game
big.
actually looks crazy. Like I'm probably gonna pick this game up pretty soon. I've been
Dude, me too.
waiting to buy it for a long time,
Oh,
and I was kind of between. I asked Ernell about this a few weeks ago, and I was kind of between this and Silent Hill 2, and I think I'm probably gonna get Alan Wake.
I want to get this really bad. I need to play this game. I think I'm gonna do it.
Ernell
on-
rated Alan Wake 2 a 10 out of 10, dude. So
yeah,
he
I
didn't-
need to play it. I need to play it.
That's true.
Or he said,
did.
play it now.
Everybody
Yeah.
would play it now.
I think I never played Control. Like I started it, but never
Great
played
fucking game, dude.
So,
Great game.
I think I'm gonna play that game and then get Alan Wake 2. So
I'm pretty sure
because
there's a
I
PlayStation. There's like a next, or there's a next gen update for that game.
doesn't matter. I'm
Control.
gonna play it on PC.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Because it's on Game Pass. So I'll just play it on Game Pass.
Nice.
So yeah. But I definitely want to play that game and all the DLC for it. we are going to move on to the next game. This is a game that was actually one of my main highlights of the whole showcase, honestly. And this was the second game
Same.
in. This game looks interesting as all hell, and this is Kronos, the New Dawn. So, this is continuing the horror theme appropriate for spooky season. Blooper Team has joined the Xbox Partner Preview in order to announce its next project. Kronos, the New Dawn is set in a futuristic alternate 1980s Poland and is a brutal survival horror game that builds on Blooper's improvements with the Silent Hill 2 remake. The studio is certainly keeping busy lately, with Kronos the New Dawn set to release sometime in 2025 for Xbox Series X, S, and Windows PC. Now, this game I am very excited for. This is a great trailer. The cinematics look great, and it does show what seems to be gameplay in this as well, with that kind of over the shoulder third person perspective. And you can see a lot of that blend of like from Silent Hill in like the creature design and a lot of like the ambiance of everything with like the fog and the darkness. But there's also like this crazy paranormal thing mixed in with this too. Um, and I'm almost getting like a Silent Hill meets like Dead Space with a touch of Bioshock in this.
It's very. I like the very elevated horror like vibe that they went with for like the trailer. Also, I'm definitely getting some H.R. Geiger influence from like the suit design of the protagonist.
And that's that. It also kind of reminds me of like the suit reminds me of the mix of like if you were to put a Big Daddy skin from like Bioshock in Dead Space, this is what it would look like. You know what I mean? And I'm really interested to see what this game is going to be turning into because I'm already here for it. Like I don't need to see any more. This trailer is all I needed to get me sold on this game already. And I haven't beaten Silent Hill 2 remake yet, but I've put 14 hours into the game and it is fantastic. And yeah, I'm just excited for this one. I really think this is going to be a hit. And here's that gameplay part that I was telling you.
Yeah,
guys about.
this was a big highlight for me as well.
Like the fact that they put gameplay in the a reveal trailer that already looks as polished as it does has me hyped. You know.
Also, we probably don't want to watch all of these trailers. Some of
Oh,
them
we're
are
not going
3
to.
minutes.
We're not going to watch
But
all
yeah.
of these. We're gonna be
Okay,
moving
cool.
through.
I wasn't sure.
We'll
I wasn't sure what you had in mind. I was like, but some of these are like 3 minutes.
But we have the time, so
we do.
Yeah, we do. Moving on to our next game that is a little game called Blind Fire. So
Pretty sure
this
game's already
we
out
have
on
a
EA.
brief gameplay trailer for Blind Fire. This is a new first-person shooter that is already available in early access. This is a fast-paced.
Why does it look like Perfect Dark? Like
it does kind of look like it. I actually thought it was Perfect Dark, to tell you the truth. When I first saw this. But yeah, this is a fast-paced arena shooter in which players will need to make careful use of tools, traps, and even echolocation to track down their opponents in a darkened spaces. One of 2 games shadow dropped during Xbox Partner Preview, and Blind Finder is part of the Xbox Game Preview program for the Xbox Series X and S and Windows PC.
It looks like laser tag on Kraken.
That's what I was just about to say that, dude. It looks like fucking laser tag. And if there's like a laser tag map, like or like if the concept evolved into just a laser tag,
that'd be pretty sick.
That'd be sick.
That'd be pretty
I think
fresh.
we should try this, DJ. I think we should try this.
We should. Actually. We definitely should.
Yeah. Yeah. So
if there's some parkour elements, like
with it being an arena shooter, I might be willing to try it out.
Yeah. Well,
I like arena brawlers.
Yeah. Well, we'll definitely have to look into that. I might even just go download it right after the show. So we'll see what's going on there. Next up, we have Like a Dragon, the Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. So the Like a Dragon franchise, which succeeds the legendary Yakuza JRPG series, is getting a new entry featuring fan favorite Goro Majima becoming a pirate in Hawaii. I won't pretend to know much about Like a Dragon or Yakuza, but I do know that Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii got a new trailer during the Xbox Partner Preview, showcasing slick visuals and new gameplay footage with action-packed combat, goofy antics, and even our first look at naval ship battles. That's right. This game has naval ship
Dude,
battles.
what if it has like that naval ship battle? Those people who were craving like from Assassin's Creed Black Flag, like they fucking love that shit. What makes it better than that?
People end up playing pirate Yakuza in Hawaii instead of Skull and
Dude,
Bones.
it
fucking-
does. Look at the
instead of
battles.
any
Look at the
other-
battles.
Dude, it looks kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of sick. But
I know
also,
fans of the franchise are very excited about this.
you know,
release.
Samoa Joe is in this.
Yeah,
The wrestler Samoa Joe's in this.
Really?
one.
Really,
Yeah.
that's
I
interesting.
think it's like
yeah,
I think he's like a returning character. Like I think
He's
been in the
definitely. I think
franchise
he
before.
is. He's been in the part. It's really funny. But this just if none of us play this for splash damage, I think we failed as as a community.
It just looks
Yeah.
fun. Like
That's Samoa Joe
Yakuza
right
just
there.
looks ridiculous.
yeah, it looks ridiculous, and it's releasing February 21st, 2025. So we have a little bit of time before this comes out, and this is going to be on
Oh
Xbox,
hell yeah, dude!
PC,
I can
and
catch up.
PlayStation. So
I can catch up on Yakuza like the entire series
Yeah.
before then.
Yeah, dude.
I'll play
DJ
it.
can play all the games in that time, and then maybe he'll be. The one
yeah,
to
you
play.
can. Yeah, you can.
When it hits that in that dead month of the end of December when we're not doing content, I think that's what I'm dedicating my
Oh,
entire
dude,
life.
I always end up finishing 3 or 4 games at the end of the fucking year
Yeah.
because of that week off.
Yeah, I've
Hell
been
yeah.
doing really good about like starting games and finishing them lately. So I got to finish Silent Hill 2, and as soon as I'm done with that, I think I'm gonna play Control.
I'm ultimately
Actually-
on track for my 12 and 12.
Actually, I'm not, because you know what's gonna happen. You know what's coming out here in a couple weeks.
Sir?
Stalker 2.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah,
November
20th, November 20th.
Dude, the end of the year is so fucking stacked. Or like
Yeah.
the coming end of the year
Yeah.
and then like the few months into the next year are so stacked with fucking games.
Yeah. Oh
we
my
have
God,
Dragon
February.
Age Veilguard coming out at the end of the month. We also have
Fuck, I
Stalker
forgot
2.
about that. Oh my god.
Literally on Halloween.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
literally on Halloween.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and we have Stalker 2 and there's more shit, dude. It's just
There's a lot
the
of good
year's
games.
too
I
stacked.
might have to
It's
wait
just-
for
it's
Dragon
We're
Age.
finally
Actually, no,
in,
I'm
we're
not.
finally
I'm
in game
gonna
release
play it.
season.
Yeah, we are. Guys, we're going to move on to our next game, which is a game that we've all kind of seen, excuse me,
I'm hyped.
jokingly for a while, but this is going to be Mouse PI for Hire. So, we got a new look at Mouse PI for Hire, a really unique first-person shooter that faithfully captures the old-school animation style of classic Mickey Mouse cartoons in a new format. It seems you'll explore a grayscale world on journeys to solve a variety of mysteries equipped with an arsenal of over-the-top weaponry. Mouse PI for Hire releases on Xbox Series XS and PC sometime in 2025. And if I remember right, I'm pretty sure this game is going to be a Game Pass game on day one as well. Yeah.
That would be
Xbox
awesome. if it
really
was.
pounced
I'm
on
gonna
this-
play the fuck. out of
Xbox
this
really
game.
pounced on this studio or this developer because
This developer, I remember when this was like literally just like a character model in like
or we
in the
saw like
engine. Just
we saw like
just
a proof of concept of
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
what this would look like because of the copyright went away for Steamboat Willie and that's like the
Yeah.
whole thing. That's why this came about. And
Yep.
now it's an actual game. We didn't even know it was called Mouse PI for Hire. It was just like fucking.
Look.
It was called like Steamboat Willie.
Yeah,
some
there's
shit.
even an
I think they were just
Xbox-
calling it Mouse for the
Yeah.
longest time.
Yeah, there was even an Xbox controller in the trailer. Did you see that? There was even
Yeah,
an
at the
Xbox
end there.
controller in the trailer. But I think this is going to be interesting. I think it's
I
going
think
to
it's
be
gonna
a fun
as shit.
like
It'll be unique.
palette cleanser. And you want to know why I think Xbox was so on top of this? Because it has the same art style as like Cuphead. And that was an
Yeah.
Xbox exclusive when that first came out too.
Also, like I feel like Xbox is not afraid to try weird shit with shooters, and
Mhm.
it's generally worked out for them in the past. Like look at High on Life. Like that game was very successful.
And the game is funny as fuck too. That game is funny. If
Yeah.
you haven't played that, it's funny. We're gonna move on. This next game I am very stoked about. It is also a co-op game. So Garrick, get ready.
I'm fucking not excited.
Yes, you
Like,
are. You
no, I'm
are
not, dude.
just
I watched the
for one
trailer, dude, and it
splash
gave me
damage.
anxiety.
For one splash damage at least.
You guys are gonna hate it. I don't think you guys understand how big of a bitch I'm gonna be. I tried to play Subnautica once by myself, guys. One fucking time. I never left visual range of that drop pod. Not one time, dude.
Yeah.
The ocean scares the fuck out of me.
So, but this is gonna happen at
Just
some point.
imagine it as not water.
Maybe you know what?
Yeah,
You know what, Garrick?
I will imagine it as the eternal blackness below that it is, DJ.
You
Just
know.
imagine
You
it's
know what?
G Fuel. You're swimming through G Fuel.
And it's got horrific things in it.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, Subnautica is a legendary survival game with a light, heavy elements. It's getting a long-awaited sequel with some serious graphical and cinematic upgrades. Subnautica 2 is releasing in early access for Xbox Series X and Windows PC sometime in 2025 through the Xbox Game Preview program, and will also be available day one through Xbox Game Pass. That's right, another day one Xbox. Oh, and the co-op feature players have been requesting for years will finally make its debut in Subnautica 2. I think at the very least, Garrick, you should at least commentate on this.
Oh, dude, literally, I actually just texted Geo and I was like, dude, I'm not stoked for you to drag my ass through Subnautica 2. And his response was, it's multiplayer? So I'm already doomed. I'm doomed.
yeah, dude.
I
Geo's
think-
wrapping you into that, dude.
I
Immediately.
wonder like how many, like if it's just 2-player co-op or if it's gonna be like 4, you know.
I imagine probably just 2-player, but I wouldn't be shocked if they did 3.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to that. Another game I'm actually looking forward to, and I know Garrick is looking forward to this one as well. We have
Everyone's
Animal
like, yes,
Well.
it is. Sorry. And like, Geo was just like, fuck yes, we can shit in the water and fear together.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
We have Animal Well is a truly unique 2D mystery platformer that blends Metrovania elements into the secret-filled world, and its second shadow drop title of the day. Animal Well is already available for Xbox Series X and S, as well as PC starting today, and that was as of the preview, the partner preview. So this game is out and ready to go.
Okay. Do you guys know this game looks really it looks really interesting. I'm pretty sure it was, if I
I
recall.
feel like I've seen this like so much now. Like this game.
Yeah, it's because it got reviewed insanely well on Steam and on Switch. Like we're talking 9s out of 10s. When did it officially first came out? Yeah, it came out on the PlayStation 5, Steam, and Switch in May. And it was heavily
Yeah, it
talked
did, yeah,
about.
I remember now. Yeah, it kind of took over.
Yeah. Interesting little game. Haven't played it yet. Might look into it myself. Next up, we have Eden's Zero. Eden Zero is a new Konami-published action game set in the Eden Zero manga and anime universe created by Hiro Mashima. Following the exploits of Shiki Granbell, Eden Zero will see players recruit a variety of unique characters on a quest to track down a mysterious cosmic entity. Eden Zero is coming to Xbox Series XS and PC at some point in 2025. It's a
Eden Zero is literally Fairy Tale in space.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
There's
what it
there's
looks like.
actually even some of the same fucking characters. Like Happy the cat is also in Eden Zero, and Urza Scarlet is also in Eden Zero, but it's Urza something the fuck else in this. But it's the
Mm,
same fucking character, like same voice actor, same fucking model. It's the same character.
okay, so pulling like a Dragon Ball type thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like I like Eden Zero. I mean, it's if you like Fairy Tale, it's like it's just kind of more of that same sort of vibe. But
Mhm.
like if you don't like Fairy Tale, you're probably not gonna like this. And I can imagine like the Fairy Tale video game, it is likely and like most manga anime adaptations, it is probably a retelling video game.
Probably. Well, we'll move on to the next one. This one actually looks kind of interesting. We are going to be talking about Eternal Strands. Is
Yeah, I
a
want to play this one.
fire-filled third-person action adventure game that has already accrued a fair amount of attention. Created by developers who worked on Dragon Age, Assassin's Creed, and more, Eternal Strands boasts titanic bosses, deep crafting systems, and diverse combat. Eternal Strands got a brand new gameplay trailer during the event and is coming to Xbox Series X, S, Windows PC, and Xbox Game Pass in 2025. This is going to be a Game Pass game. I'm probably going to try this out. I don't know about
Do
you,
you guys
Garrick,
see
but
like the ridiculous amount of shit you can do in this game?
yeah,
Like
Yeah.
player freedom and spell combinations going to be nuts. I like
I'm going to
it
play
when
this.
I like it when games are designed to deliberately be broken.
Yeah. It looks fun. It actually looks really fun.
I like this art style a lot too. Like
Mhm.
not every game has to look hyper realistic. Like, it can be
Yeah.
stylized. I miss games that look like games sometimes.
Mhm. And this looks very much like a game. What was that game that Ubisoft made a while ago?
Oh
It was like
fuck.
the Greek
Yeah,
um
it's like fucking
Oh,
Phoenix or some shit.
Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix Rising.
yeah, I
Yeah.
own the gold edition to that game
It's
because I got it on
literally it is literally Greek mythology, Breath of the Wild.
yeah, and
Literally.
I want to play it. I want to play it
It's a
personally.
good
So,
game. I actually
yeah.
like it. The humor is very light. It's a very, very good game. Like it's
Mhm.
literally just Breath of the Wild with Greek mythology thrown over the top of it, and like
Mhm.
a sprinkle of like things that you would kind of expect, the better things that you would expect from Ubisoft,
Yeah.
and a few of
Mhm.
the things you roll your eyes at like usual, like their shops. But like
Yeah.
no, it's genuinely a good game.
Yeah, I'm interested in it. That's another game I should just play, but it's really hard, dude. There's too many games. There's just too many games. Not enough time in the world. Moving on. Next game we have is Mistfall Hunter. This is a new game, mixes Souls-like gameplay with extraction mechanics to create something new. It's set in a dark fantasy world that blends magic and technology. Mistfall Hunter doesn't have a release date or even a window yet, but it's coming to Xbox Series X, S, and Windows PC. There will also be a closed beta in the near future that players can sign up for right now. I'm actually interested in this one. It looks very like Elden Ring kind of ish, and I believe this is a 3-player co-op game too. So, did you guys see anything about this game?
I think I remember saying it was going to have some co-op as well, with it having
Mm-hmm.
like extraction features and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm excited for like to try a game like this just because like I like its genre blending, right? I
Mm-hmm.
think it's going to be one of those games that probably won't execute everything right, but it's an interesting
Yeah,
concept worth playing.
yeah. It looks like the Souls-like portion that they're talking about is kind of more akin to like a a Jedi Fallen Order style of gameplay. We're a little bit more action
Or it's like
focused.
It's Souls light where it had it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like I feel like we're losing the plot a little bit on what we dub a Souls like game
yeah,
these days.
yeah,
I blame Elden Ring for that.
yeah.
Um,
I think
but
this is just an action RPG
right,
extraction. That's what
like
it looks
Black Myth
like.
Wukong or whatever what the fuck that game was.
Yeah,
Everyone's like, it's a
yeah,
Souls like, but it literally wasn't. It wasn't a Souls
yeah.
like. It was just an action RPG.
Everybody
Uh,
just wants to say it's a Souls like, but there's like some interesting looking creature designs in this too.
Yes.
And the lighting looks really good. I'd like a lot of the gameplay
And character
mechanics.
models too, like just overall.
Yeah. Like, see, right here, we obviously have 3 players doing this boss fight. You know?
Yeah, exactly. So like that's what I'm really excited for.
I just wish these new games would have like change up their art direction and art design a little bit, because like if you didn't tell me the name of this game, I would have thought it was like another game that I've seen.
100.
Yeah.
Like,
That I
looks
will
like an Elden Ring
admit.
expansion. Does this not just look like
yeah,
something
or it
coming
looks
out
like
of
a
Anvil?
Remnant too if you just took out the guns.
Yeah, Remnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say you could definitely get away with something like that.
Yeah, that's the thing with everybody using the same engine to make video
Yeah,
games. A lot of things
I
are
get
gonna
it,
look
but
similar.
like there's people who've used it in different ways, like get the art direction, you know. It's just
yeah. I think
like,
there's a
it
lot
looks
of
cool though.
asset
I'm not gonna lie,
sharing
it
now.
does look cool.
Yeah, it is going to be a Game Pass game, which means we can all try it without having to purchase it. So if it's not for you, it's not for you. That goes for everybody listening or watching right now. So I am interested though. Like I could definitely see all of us playing this game at least once or twice together. You know, because we're all into stuff like this. It's kind of like a Darkest Dungeon meets, you know.
Yeah, if the
Elden Ring.
extraction mechanics are good, then it'll be worth playing.
Yeah. We're going to move up to the next game. Looks a little bit more cozy.
The ass game.
Yeah. But this is Wheel World. Originally announced as Ghost Bikes, Wheel World, say that 10 times fast, is an upcoming indie game published by Annapurna Interactive, in which you'll explore a vast, colorful open world at your own pace. Your goal? Collect and repair all of the missing ghost bikes, which possess the ability to travel between the living and dead worlds. In addition to exploration, crafting, and secret hunting, you'll also participate in bike races. Wheel World is coming to Xbox Series XS, Windows PC, and Game Pass in 2025. This looks like a little calm, cozy game, you know?
This shit looks goofy as fuck, and I'm gonna play it day one.
Wait, did
Hey,
you
man,
see that
anything with
bike?
bikes.
Wait. Did you see that bike? There was like a bike made out of a person. Did you
Yeah.
see
Oh
that?
yeah, I saw for a split second. There was a tree. There's one with
Yeah.
a tree. There's one with
Yeah.
a fucking
It
burger.
looked goofy
Yeah.
as shit, dude. I love
I-
games like this.
I actually really love cell shading artwork like this a lot. Like I
Yeah.
really do.
Me too. I adore cell shading.
It is one of my favorite video game art styles. Like because it's so video game, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, guys, we had Phasmophobia.
Actually
What-
hype though.
After what feels like an eternal wait, Phasmophobia is finally making its way to Xbox debut later this month. A popular online co-op horror game, Phasmophobia, tasks you and up to 3 of your friends with identifying supernatural entities at haunted locations, utilizing a vast arsenal of tools. Now, Xbox Series X and S players will be able to join in on the fun from October 29th, 2024. So it comes out right before Halloween on consoles. I do not know if this is crossplay though with PC, which
I don't know. I don't know if it is, because I'm pretty sure it's already out on PlayStation 5.
is it? I know it's on PC, but I didn't know if it was on consoles at all beforehand.
I could be
But-
mistaken. Yeah, it's on PlayStation 5 X. It's coming to XS,
Mhm.
and I don't
Yeah.
know if it's crossplay.
I don't think it's gonna be.
That'd be
But yeah,
nice. It'd be
you
cool
know,
if it was.
I've played it. It's okay. It's okay in my book. It's an okay game. That's the way I feel about it, personally.
I love Phasmophobia. I think it's just like it's one of those games that's legitimately only good with friends. Yes, it does have. It will have cross save and cross play functionalities.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Interesting. We're gonna move on to the next game, The Legend of Babu, which looks like a straight rip of oh god, what was that game we were talking about it the other day, Garrick?
Looks like a fucking mix between Fable and Two Brothers.
What was that one game that came out on PlayStation? The Legend of
Kana or what?
yeah, this looks like Kena Bridge of Spirits almost, but Xbox
How dare
version.
you? How dare you, sir?
No.
This looks like hot dog shit boiled and reduced to nothing compared
what
to
it reminds me
Bridge of
of.
Spirits.
That's what it reminds me of. I'm sorry, but
Bridge
it
of
just reminds.
Spirits that game is masterful.
Yeah.
I love how passionate Garrick got about
I know.
defending Bridge of Spirit.
Yeah.
I
mean-
loved Kina like a lot. I can see where you're getting the vibe from, but it does not look it does not look high
I
quality.
never said
as
it's
Bridge of
quality.
Spirit.
I'm getting at what it reminds me of. But this adorable action adventure game is more brutal than it looks, with child hero Sepher struggling against hordes of mighty foes, using their wits of weapons. And of course, Saphir is also joined by Babu, a massive dog that can also be used as a mount. The Legend of Babu is heading to Xbox Series XS and PC in 2025. So
I'll play it if it's on Game Pass.
I think it is. This next game, we finally get to see a little more of. We saw this back in the last direct that Xbox did, but this is Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. The third game that Xbox confirmed for its partner preview show is Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, a dark and stylistic action game heading to Xbox Series X and S, Windows PC, and Xbox Game Pass at some point in 2025. It's no surprise to see this game here. It was announced during the Xbox Game Showcase 2024. There's no new information in store here, but you do get plenty of fresh gameplay footage showing off the sleek and smooth. Here it is again, Souls-like gameplay and gorgeous visuals.
It just it looks so much more like it looks more like God of War in its boss fights, or even Devil May Cry, like
You know what
than
this
it does
reminds me of?
Souls games.
It reminds me of Onimusha. Do you remember Onimusha?
Yeah, like
That's what this reminds me of.
Like this looks like purebred like ARPG, dude.
Yeah, which is not a bad thing. I do want to.
No, it's just like I love those games.
Those
like,
are some of my
like,
favorite
I love
games.
that shit. Like I
looks
love
good.
Devil May Cry, but like it's just like I wish like it's okay for it. It doesn't have to be a Souls like God.
Yep.
But
But I'm actually interested in this game, and I do know that this is going to be a Game Pass game. This looks like it has really good creature design, lots of abilities, lots of different types of weapons, a lot within this linear sandbox of gameplay, and it looks like it has a lot of different ways for people to play. That it just looks fun. It just looks like a fun game with cool monsters and cool fights.
yeah, yep.
So
Yep. It'll be a romp for sure.
yeah, this is going to be a day one for me. I remember when we first saw this, we're all like, it looks like a Neo copy, but I'm seeing a lot more than that this time. It just
looks like its overall aesthetic looks very similar to a lot of other games like it.
Yeah.
So like I think it's hard to differentiate there, but the gameplay looks different enough.
And the art style looks great. It really does.
It does.
I like the set pieces. There's lots of different abilities we're seeing. There was obviously a lot of care put into this game. And I do want to play this. I think it looks like it's going to be fun. And it looks like the story is going to be okay. This is about as much as I can say.
There will be one.
Yeah, there will be a story. No voice heard from the main character at all, though. No voice.
That's okay. Like I grew up on Legend of Zelda. I don't need a voice pro tag.
Yeah. But this is confirmed to be a day one Game Pass game, and it's coming from 505 Games, and they've done some pretty good games before. So
yeah.
I'd have to.
505 is good.
Yeah. The next and final one. This one's for
This
you,
was
DJ.
my high. This was my highlight game.
Yeah. This is 100% gonna be a GK game. 100%.
100.
And
dude.
this
shit
is
looks
the
so up my alley.
reason why I have to play Control. Like 100%.
Mm-hmm.
We have FBC Firebreak. That's right. Set in the Control universe, this 3-player co-op multiplayer game represents a first for Remedy Entertainment. Players will work together and challenge armies of supernatural enemies in familiar locations. FBC Firebreak is officially coming to Xbox Series XS, Windows PC, and Game Pass in 2025. This
fun, dude.
looks fun. This is a 3-player co-op action extraction shooter game with lots of different weaponry and abilities and stuff going on.
Dude, it's
I
just it's SPCs without being SPCs. Like controls so fucking cool, man.
Yeah, yeah. I need to play Control really bad. But like what's really cool is I was reading into this game a bit more today while I was at work because I am that interested in this. There are going to be items that you can equip your characters with before you go into these matches, like
Mhm.
the gnome right here, that are kind of like your ultimates, like your ultimate
Yeah.
abilities. Yeah.
So they're yeah, and they're all based around they're basically SCP. They're like possessed objects or like supernatural things that do wonky weird shit. And like they will do weird things depending on which item you're carrying around.
Yeah. So, and they did say that you have to be mindful on how you use them because you could ultimately end up harming your teammates as well.
I with how everything in that game universe works, that does not shock me. Like it could be like a blessing or a curse. Or this game is going to be really really fun. It looks super polished already too.
hmm I think they've been working on this for a long time. DJ, is this a game that interests you?
Dude, it honestly does look interesting. Like I wanna give it a shot. Like
hmm
I don't know. I'm being more open
hmm
to shit like this.
It's cool too. Like we all just get to try this for having Game Pass. You know what I mean? So
I do love that.
yeah. So I do like the ability of being able to try new games because of it, you know. But I don't know about you guys, but I thought this was actually a pretty strong surprise showcase that we got this last week.
I think it's the best. I personally think it's the best overall like
hmm
that in one showing that Xbox has given us this year.
Yeah, I feel like they've consistently been giving us better showcases as time goes on. Although
Mhm.
they had a really good summer showcase. It
They
blew.
did. I think there was just more in it that I was personally interested in this one.
Yeah, yeah. I look, Xbox has done some things that we're not happy about. Layoffs are a fucking
Fucking who
bitch.
hasn't these days?
You know, but I will say it seems like we're finally getting some good games. I will say that. I'll give them that, which is something everybody's been asking for. So hopefully this amounts in more hires that don't result in layoffs.
Yeah.
you know. So, and one thing that was interesting about this, every single game in this was third party or second party. Not a single one of these were from an Xbox game studio.
Mm-hmm.
None of them.
Mm.
It's
So
just
I
somebody they're
thought that was
working
cool.
closely with. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So it's good to see. I'm excited for a lot of these games. Chronos, I cannot wait for that game specifically for myself. Interested in Mistfall, and I'm definitely going to be playing some Subnautica 2, Mouse PI, and of course FBC Firebreak. With that being said, we are going to go into our schedule for the rest of the week. Splash damage, something. It's going to be something. I don't know what it is,
We're
but it's going to be
playing a
something.
game.
Yeah.
Games here. Thursday, nothing. We don't do shit on Thursday anymore. Not a shit. Because Friday, we will be reviewing Venom: The Last Dance. That is right. You can catch us at 7 p.m. West Coast, Best Coast time here at the GK Good Kraken Show Twitch page, where we will be doing another episode of 20,000 Films. Guys, let us know how you felt about the partner program showcase that Xbox just did this last week. And also let us know if you've been playing New World and what your thoughts and feelings are, or if you're going to jump in because of Garrick's review.
Come join me.
With Join him. He needs friends.
I do.
I do too, because this is Good Kraken's Death Ratio, your choice for all the nerdy video game news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear live each and every Tuesday at 7 p.m. West Coast, Best Coast time. If you liked what you heard, you can head on over to our Discord channel, where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcast and video services wherever you like to watch or listen. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Death Ratio and leaving a review there. We have to go,
Review.
but until next time, womp womp.
Bye.